What's up everyone, welcome to another episode of Random 2v2. As you can see, I made it back to my other studio over here in Mexico, which means I'm going to be playing on the NA server. My MMR is already about the same as it was on the European server, but I'm extremely curious how differently the NA players are going to react to my crazy strategies and my banter. This is going to be a lot of fun. Let's begin. The first game of the day is with a Terran against a Terran and a Protoss. Now, as you guys noticed, probably by now, I don't completely have the setup ready yet. Like, the lighting is not that great. I know I'm gonna need a new light panel up there, as well as the audio and stuff. Little thing about me, I actually hate doing audio settings, so promise I'll figure it out at some point. If you guys want to tell me if I sound terribly or better than normal or whatever, that might help me, maybe point me in the right direction. Now let's see. Oh wait, guys, this is where the 2v2 madness all started. This is the map where I did the first planetary rush, I believe. That was the first time I did a random 2v2 episode. I'm not quite sure if this was the first map, but this was the map that was the most memorable to me. I think I'm gonna go for that planetary rush because you can put it in between the opponent's ramps here, and that's gonna be a really good contain. Wanna help you? I'm trying to... Oh, wow. Okay, there we go. I go planetary rush and you defend my building. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, I didn't think it was going to be in so easily, but that sounds perfect. Now, one thing I do remember about this map is that it was extremely hard to find a location to put the command center in. Because I put it here last time. The spawns were reversed, by the way. But I put it here last time. But then you kind of have to fly over one of your opponent's bases. You can also put it in this direction. But then it's in the direction of the watchtower. So if someone's going to try to grab this, then, well, actually, now I think about it, this is the same way. But they would see it. And the other option is to put it in the middle of everything, which is, well, I mean, I've done that before. Not quite sure if it's a strategy I would recommend, though. Let's see. He's going to go for double gas. I honestly don't really know what I want him to do. I think if I would go for... I do drugs too. Okay, fair enough. I think that's a really funny call. If he meant it the way I think he meant it, that's really funny. He thinks about my build. He's like, yeah, this guy is definitely a junkie like me. He has to be. That's actually a goated comment. Okay, well, I think I'm going to build it down here. I still might have to fly over my opponent's base a little bit, but it's not going to be as much as I would build it in the top side. But what I was going to say is, I think if I go for like Hellions, maybe my teammate going for tanks or something could be very, very good. But I feel like this is such a deep topic, actually. Like, what would be the best 2v2 planetary rush with two Terrans? I feel like that would take so much freaking time to figure out, you know? Like, it just kind of depends on what you're going up against. Let's see if I can get a little lucky. That was a really good initial trade. Might be able to get that Reaper. I don't think he ran it away perfectly. Looks like he is. Yeah, that's the same guy. Wasn't quite sure, but yeah, obviously I had the team colors on because this guy was purple, which would be a very weird team color. Now, I did mess up my hotkeys a little bit. Hope it's not something wrong with my hotkey setup. I don't think it is. This guy is going for cannons. Let's see. I don't want to make the engineering bay too... Or wait, is he... He didn't have an expansion, right? I am so confused right now. Is he taking... Is it? He's not cannon rushing us. Why is he building bunk? No, okay. Oh, I don't think he understood me. I think he's... Oh, no. I think he's defending my base. And when I said... Okay, some of you probably already saw this coming, but when I said you defend my building, maybe I should have clarified which building, huh? Yeah, this is... Okay, well, admittedly, we are quite lucky with what our opponents are doing, I think. I think Reapers are... Maybe I can snipe one. Reapers are not that good at killing buildings. I could probably snipe another one here. Maybe another one, or is that too much? And the Protoss player is playing ultra defensive. I kind of think that guy has a hidden base. I don't know what else he would be doing, to be honest. Like, where... You know, forges are cool, but I feel like there must be like a hidden base of some sort somewhere. Let's see, I'm just going to put it right there in between. Now, this is going to be very hard because I went... Can you have units? Oh, he's having Marauders. Okay. I'm going to expand back at home. I still want to make this happen, though. Let's see. Okay, if I can distract the Reapers, that would be a pretty big dub. My Cyclones are on the way already. I think I'm going to go for the building armor variant here. My base is... Okay, there's the cannon rush. I did find it after all. I was going to say, like, he has to be cannon rushing us or something. I kind of thought it was going to be hidden exp... He has a... A gateway in my base too? Wait, maybe I did need my teammate to defend my main buildings. What did he build in there? This guy built a base in my base. I'm gonna pick... Oh my goodness, dude! What the hell is going on here? Oh my god. Okay, this is... I don't think I can... I cannot kill that thing. I don't even know what... Wait, maybe? If I'm... Please? No, okay, I was paying attention. Obviously, he's paying attention. Okay, well, we have a base here now. He can use that command center to siege everything slow. This is a really good combo, actually. I do like this. I have no idea what the hell I'm supposed to do against this entire situation in my main base, though. It's really funny that I just didn't realize the guy set a probe in my base. Oh, wait, this is good. Keep in mind, he doesn't have battery overcharge this far. He's not... Oh, he tried to target my Cyclones, but I had just enough SCVs to block it. I think I'm going to kill that Immortal. That is a really nice pickup. Even if I had to give away a bunch of SCVs to do it. Okay, so offensively, we're doing fantastic. Defensively, I think we're actually kind of doing okay here. Let's see, I'm going to try to get all of them. I think I do have a good body block here. I think he misclicked his Immortal there on the low ground. He definitely could have killed at least one Cyclone there, but he didn't. Now, the problem here is that every single Immortal is so strong, at least when it's microed, that I'm not quite sure if, you know, this is a good defense for me or not. Now, is he gonna see? He's gonna siege it on the low. Okay, my teammate is a freaking gangster. He does do drug. No, just kidding. Still one of my favorite comments. Let's see. There's one pylon over there. Nice. If you can kill that pylon from the low ground, that'd be freaking awesome, actually. I'm going to try targeting the first pylon. This is some really good teamwork and communication by my teammate, by the way, which is just absolutely awesome to see. So far, the NA server, I know it's just one game, but it is taking a pretty big dub here, guys, in terms of teamwork. Now, he's going to siege that over there. I'm going to have to target that Immortal. I know he's going to lose that tank, but I should be able to kill that Immortal for it, I believe. Wait, the tank, shoot the Immortal. Target the Immortal, please. You're going to kill the Immortal. Yeah, there we go. It actually worked. Okay, there. I mean, this is getting very, very intense, and I don't even know anymore what the... I kind of had a feeling that was going to happen, not going to lie. So our opponents have no bases. This guy is not making anything from this robo. I have an expansion out here. I think I'm going to make a turret, actually, just because I'm a little afraid of DTs or whatever it's going to be. Dude, I can't believe that the planetary rush worked so well, despite my base kind of being annihilated here. Like, I had to send all my resources back, but only because my teammate had the clarity of mind to go for a freaking tank. I'm gonna give him a compliment for that, because that was just, like, he deserves it. That was really awesome. Like, him sieging his tank as close as possible to the planetary really made everything happen there, which is so freaking cool. Now, he's even sieging it in my... Yo, this guy's a goated teammate, man. He's protecting my main base with siege tanks. I will check for hidden base. Kind of, you know... Sometimes... Do you guys ever have this in StarCraft where you have, like, a little bit of anxiety, but you don't know what? And it's because your subconscious is aware of a strategy that could be happening. Okay, unsiege those, please. I can't... Oh, I only got one of them out. That's fine, though. I could build a turret under it, but my cycles are already arriving. I don't know if this guy has a tank up on the high ground there. I guess we're going to find it out very soon. This one is going to die. Now I'm going to go for my legendary planetary... Oh, that is a lot of stuff. Planetary with sensor tower follow-up. I don't really know what Mr. Guy over here has. Like, keep in mind, he built his entire base in my base. So I don't think he's really going to have that much. He's going to go... Void Rays. Ooh. Void Rays are extreme. Oh, look at this planet. Their planetary is going to pop off so hard, by the way. Look at that. I know he's going to kill it, but I killed all of his ground units after these cyclones are done with this, at least besides the siege tank. Like, that is absolutely insane. Okay, beautiful. Now, it doesn't seem like there's any hidden base out here, but these Void Rays are going to do really well against my cyclones, as I predicted. But my teammate actually didn't expand, surprisingly. But I did. Our opponent, yeah, they do have the hidden bases. Ooh, okay. I mean, this is a very tight gamer, guys. I'm really not convinced that we are in a good position here. This purple Terran is extremely strong. Like, really, he's the strongest player in this game by far. Like, he has the upgrades. Thank goodness my planetary popped off so hard and killed so many of his units, because otherwise, I don't know, we would be in a massive amount of trouble, I think. But for now, let's see. It doesn't have 1-1 upgrades yet. That is really nice to see. This Cyclone killed so many freaking workers. 12 kills on that Cyclone. That is really fantastic. Now, let's see. What does my guy have over here? My teammate has a good defensive position, but he doesn't have a good army. Actually, a little tip I can give you guys as well. I'm not going to give it to him right now because I feel like he's doing his absolute best. And I'm not quite sure if he wants to hear my freaking tips right now. But if you go up against a Terran player that plays Bio, even if there's a lot of tanks, you do not make Marauders anymore. Marauders are basically a worse Marine in that situation. Because Marauders, they just get owned by Marines, pretty much. Like, you're not going to get on top of the tanks which your units are good against. They're just going to be a little worse. So when I say that my teammate doesn't have the best army, it is mostly because he has a ton of Marauders which are just going to get owned by this Marine force. Now, I do have speed on these. Actually, no, I don't have speed on. I was wondering, they're not that slow, are they? No, I do not have speed on those. Probably could have killed a couple Cyclones if he chased me. Now, that guy does have medevac, so I'm going to have to be very careful for this. My teammate's making a lot of Vikings. That I really do like. Vikings are absolutely awesome tools against any kind of drop or air harass. Now, what I would like to do is just kill more workers. I think my base is going to be fine. I don't want to be like too overconfident, but I think my base is going to be fine. I have a lot of turrets. I have my teammates' tanks. My teammates' base looks very vulnerable right now, but there doesn't seem to be any air units over there. So that's, you know, going to calm me a little bit. I'm going to kill a lot of... I'm probably going to lose these cyclists, but I'm going to kill so many workers here that this is definitely worth it, I would say. I have no idea where Purple went with his army. Is he shocked at how little bases we have? It kind of seems like it, right? Like, it kind of felt like he maybe checked for hidden bases himself as well. Okay, so now I do have speed. Okay, they're faster than I thought. Yeah, no wonder I felt like something was off earlier. Should I make some turrets? He has a couple turrets, but they're not going to protect that much. I kind of feel like building some turrets in his base. Yeah, I'll just do it. Here we go. I'm going to build some turrets for him. Because I think that's a little bit of a weakness, and I want to help my guy out without being the annoying guy that's like, hey man, build some turrets in your main base. You're gonna get dropped, you know. I know you can give advice to your teammates, but I also don't think that's exactly what he wants to hear right now. StarCraft is a stressful game, guys. He doesn't want to be stressed out by me right now. Okay, so this entire army is gonna die. My teammate's army is gonna get absolutely obliterated. I don't think I can really help him because my army is not a chasing kind of army. So I'm gonna use... Nice move. I'm going to use his move as a distraction to go ahead and kill this base over here. A couple of splits should save me most of the Cyclones. There we go. Now this base is going to die. And then when he comes back over, I will have these couple tanks that can absolutely destroy his Marine count if he ever comes back. Looks like my teammate survived a lot longer than I thought. Now at some point I remember seeing a base fly over to the top side over here. So I'm going to give that a... Wait, is that... Oh, that's actually a complete island. Oh, I didn't even realize that. I feel like I must have clicked there before, so I definitely should have realized. There's a couple of Void Rays here. Those Void Rays are going to die, because he's mostly focused on... Wait, oh, he could have killed that tank, but he didn't. Actually really happy with that, because Cyclones, if you guys don't know, are extremely bad against Marines. So if the Marines get on top of my Cyclones, if I don't have... Wait, is he mining for my base? No, okay, it's just a depot color that threw me off. If his Marines get on top of my Cyclones without tanks, we are going to get fricked. Now, yeah, this is going to be... Look, this is exactly what I wanted. Look at the damage on those Marines. Still no upgrades on those, by the way. Now, this is a very questionable move here, but I see his army retreating on the minimap, so I think I'm going to be able to get out of this. Let's see, that tank popped off so freaking hard still. Looks like he is going for an attack over here. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to ping danger. Did I just use a... I think I just used the Heroes of the Storm hotkey to try and ping danger there. I was like, wait, isn't it how you ping danger? But it's probably because I've been playing some heroes. Now, let's see. Our economic situation is probably fantastic. I don't think the Protoss player managed to get any other bases up on the bottom at the same time. So we should be up, at least as this finishes, by 2 bases. Keep in mind, main bases are already pretty much mined out by now, right? Especially the Terran, which has been completely untouched. Keep in mind, I did get owned a little bit. My economy did, at least by that Protoss player building a freaking, you know, missile base inside of my base. It's actually pretty funny that happened to me, because I was thinking about doing a challenge where I try to build an entire base in my opponent's main base and try to beat GMs with that. And then this guy kind of did it to me. And because I was so busy with my freaking planetary rush stuff, I actually didn't realize at all what was going on. Let's see. I can deny this mineral line from the top. He has carriers. Carriers are, I think, really good against Cyclones now, because the Cyclones are so fragile, but he doesn't have enough of them yet, so this is going to be a pretty good initial trade. I really think I'm going to need a... Oh, there's my factory. I knew I built a 5th one. Why did I build it there of all places? That must have been some proper autopiloting. But what I was going to say is I really need my teammates' help here. Because I don't think that I'm going to be able to beat that army, mass biotank carrier, with just one mech Terran army. Like, one thing I can do is play like super campy and make like 1,000,000 turrets. Maybe I should start going for that. Oh, I didn't even... Guys, did you guys realize that my building armor upgrade paid off so hard earlier? Like, I don't usually get building armor with my planetary rushes, but I did. And that planetary was able to kill that entire Terran's ground army. And if I didn't have building armor, that would have died so much faster to the Marines and Viking shots. That is so awesome that that paid off. And it's so sad that I didn't even realize it, but still. Now I do. I'm very, very happy about that. Now I have 4 bases rather. I have 70 SCVs. I have way too many Cyclones for my own good. Can I kill something here? Probably not. Yeah, this is what I mean. Like, these fights are going to be extremely hard. Look at how good the carries are doing. Like, I'm losing a significant amount of Cyclones. Okay, this fight's going to be very nice because he's only here with his bio. He's really overextending here, guys. Look, yeah, we're going to be able to kill 3 carriers. I think maybe even a 4th one. Need to be careful. I think the tanks were still there, right? So I don't want to walk into those tanks. If my teammate... Oh, he's actually going to do some pressure on the top side. I was just going to say that would be very, very nice. They are distracted. I hope he can decipher that message because it's extremely poorly written. I kind of wish he would attack here with like a little bit of a siege push, you know, just attacking on the high ground. I think that would be really awesome. Let's see. Oh, we're going to be able to get a tank here. Oh, this is perfect. Look at this. That's so many tanks. A little bit of splits and all those tanks are going to fall. Yeah, that is awesome. All right, the Terran gives up already. And I think that is the only move we needed to be able to close this game out because the carriers, really, really strong. He doesn't have enough of them, and without the cover of the tanks, the bio plus the Cyclone is just going to be absolutely crushing that. I'm going to be able to get in here. I also have a couple of Thors rallying in. Thors are pretty good against carriers, but you kind of want a lot of them. And Thors are also really bad against siege tanks. Pew pew, indeed. Let's see, how much does he have? He has a couple Tempest. I'm actually surprised he went for Tempest. Tempest, pretty good unit. I don't think that was really the scenario for them. Oh my god, we got a sick flank here. Check this out. Yeah, this is beautiful. And we have done it. All right. And guys, that was just the first freaking game on the NA server in Random 2v2. This was such an awesome game. The planetary rush with the base in my base into us being in a tricky situation. Perfect teammate. Really fun. Some really good comments as well. Really good team plays. Let's keep it going. All right, the second game is against a Terran and a Protoss, and I'm playing together with a Terran. Now, we're playing on the super campy map. Honestly, I want to do another planetary rush because this map, it's a little different than the last one in the sense that there is an in-base natural that they can take. But this is a very small ramp. If I get a planetary up here, that's absolutely brutal. I have a sick build. Okay. I'm not going to say it yet, you know. I want them to be curious. I want them to inquire to what my build... Oh, actually... Yo, you can even build the CC in a sick position here. You're like, I remember in the last game... Let's do planetary rush contain. In the last game, I was struggling to put it down anywhere, but here I can just put it here because it's out of the scouting path and fly it right in. Trust. I actually really like this idea of this map. Nice. Okay, what would I ask him to do? Maybe... Yes, there you go. Cyclones or tanks? I really like that question, actually. He's like, this cannot possibly be anyone else. That's great. Love it. Thanks, brother. So far, I'm telling you guys, the NA server is delivering, guys. Friendly people. People that are down for the strategy. Now, I do have to admit, people that watch my content, even if they wouldn't play with me, they would probably be people that are hella down to do a funky strategy like this, you know? I know you guys. You guys have... On how many... Oh, he knows them. How many bases? If we go for double Cyclone and then we get a planetary contain up, that could be absolutely massive. Let's go PF contain with Cyclones. Sounds good. It actually sounds good, by the way. Like, I know a lot of the time I make stuff up, but here this sounds pretty awesome. Now, my teammate is expanding, which... I don't know. I'm a little worried, because planetary rushes hit surprisingly fast, you know? Like, if you hit with a planetary rush, it's...
A little bit. Like, it hits so fast that you kind of need units right away. So I'm not 100% sure if expanding by him is going to be, you know, mean that he can help me not in time. Like, he's going to show up a little bit too late. Now, look how close I can build this. Like, this is absolutely beautiful. I'm not saying there's no chance it gets found, by the way, because there's always a chance. But this map, I'm saying this before I've even tried it here, but this map looks like it's the best Planetary Rush map already. Assuming that you're going to go for a macro play, right? Like, containing them is different than trying to straight up kill someone. Oh, that... Did you guys just see what happened? No, okay, that is disgusting. I just activated plot armor harder than I've ever had in my life. You guys realize what happened, right? The enemy threw a grenade to attack my Reaper, but it bounced off their adept, meaning that the adept didn't get to shoot my Reaper. I'm not even kidding. That's literally what just happened. I promise you guys. I'm not lying to you. That actually just happened. That is so funny. This Reaper is sentenced to death. Looks like it's gonna be... I don't like the fact that they're not seeming to take another base over here. Should I go for building armor again? I'm not quite sure. Like, I want to contain this, but if their plan is to just go like 3 base in total, that could be a bit problematic. Now, I'm really sorry for the lag. I'm quite sure it's not me, by the way. So I've noticed in team games that it does happen a little more often that someone lags the game a little bit. You know, if it lags too much, I might have to do some cuts here and there. But overall, I'm sure it's going to be fine. Doesn't seem too drastic yet. And I'm going to send these here so I can start building some turrets next to this. There's an Oracle. That Oracle does just... Wait. I saw the trajectory of that Oracle. Where is he going? It looked like it was roughly over here. Okay, so the guy is 2 Cyclones already. Those Cyclones are not going to kill that in time. I think I am going to go for the building armor. Looks like we killed the Oracle as well, which is really nice. Try to escape with these SCVs. And then I'm going to go back up here to repair. Like, this is a cool strategy on this one, guy. Look at this. Okay, that's a misrallied Stalker as well, so we're going to kill that. I'm going to lose my SCVs, but I'll be able to build it again. Or build them again from this base, of course. Let's see. He's probably going to make tanks. Well, what's really good about this is that they were clearly planning to play Cyclones only. But now he's going to have to make tanks, which is really annoying. Oh, looks like we barely didn't kill that battery. That is painful, but looks like it is out of range of the battery overcharge. And this is going to be a very good... Wait, my teammate didn't even take the in-base base. I guess I will take it then. I'm going to go for a sensor tower first. Because the sensor tower is going to help me... see if the tank moves forward, and then we can potentially go for a scan pounce. Oh, this is a very bad terrain for us, though, I have to admit. Like, that is tough terrain to manage. I do have, or I'm gonna have 5-6 SCVs repairing this, so it's not gonna die. At least not yet. Let's see, I'm gonna make a turret here as well. And as soon as my expansion finishes, we're gonna be up in economy. Until then, however, it's... Yeah, I'm not quite sure. Like, ideally, we literally keep this base up forever. That is kind of the thing, right? Like, we need this base to be alive forever. I really like the flying barracks to scout, but it looks like he's gonna lose it. He didn't pull that back in time, unfortunately. Now, let's actually start setting up my macro play. There's 2 tanks already, but this is just gonna die freaking slow. Building armor is gonna finish soon. Admittedly, not super important against siege tanks. It's just you know, ever so slight little bit of damage. But my teammate is already going up to 3 CCs. I mean, this looks really, really good, right? Let's see if I can get some damage on that. Tempest are going to be a little annoying because they can target the SCVs, but with a little bit of micro, we can do it. Oh, he's going to sacrifice for a Tempest. Brave. I do like the move, I have to say. Wait, he's even repairing my SCVs, this guy. Yeah, this teammate is freaking goated over here as well. Go Vikings. Yes, sir. I mean, if he wants to be the one to decide a strategy for once, I'm kind of down, guys. That sounds pretty awesome. And maybe he can kill a tank. Okay, this is risky. Planetaries are automatically targeted as ground force. Yeah, we're gonna kill the tanks. Look at that. Yes, we actually got the tanks out here. That means that this base is not going to die. Now, before I go for Vikings, I do really have to make a little bit of economy at home because my economy right now is tragic. I guess I can cancel that one as well. And I'm very happily going to go for Vikings like my teammate here suggested. A little bit of a lag spike again. There we go. I wonder if my Cyclone got saved because of that lag spike, actually, because He might have just, been able to target fire that down a little easier. Let's see, gonna get a little bit of damage on that. I don't think Cyclones do enough damage to kill something like a Tempest under a battery, to be honest. Man, this contain is working out so perfectly. Look at it, it's 7 minutes, guys. And they still haven't been able to take any bases. My teammate is checking for hidden expansions, which is wait. That is suspicious, guys. This probe was already out on the map, which makes it not unlikely that there have been other bases taken already as well. It does seem like my teammate checked everywhere except for the bottom side, so need to be very careful over here. I could go for that tank, but it's going to be risky. Now, this is what's so nice about the planetaries. I'm not quite sure if I... No, it actually survived. I'm not quite sure if I... No, the tank actually owned me. You guys saw that? He sent in a tank, which is an extremely useful unit, but he blocked all of my cyclones with it, and I lost a couple. And the contain is now finally over. What I was going to say, let me explain it now before I forget again, is that Planetary actually draws aggro like a unit, even if it's not in range of attacking. So if someone ever sieges your Planetary, if they're not paying attention, you can just walk your units in range and target their tanks. And if they're not retargeting, you're going to kill the tanks for free because they're shooting the Planetary. That's what happened earlier. Like, we dove on top of the siege tank. Wait, I think we just killed 3 Tempests over there. We dove on top of the siege tanks and he didn't retarget. Maybe he didn't know about that. And that's why he lost those tanks. So I wouldn't say for free because we had to dive pretty far. But he definitely took, more damage without doing as much counter damage as he should. Now, I like how my teammate is just leaving all the bases for me, by the way. That's a recall. What is he recalling? Okay. I was like, okay, if those stalkers didn't show up, I wouldn't be like, what the hell was that recall? That would have been one of the most absurd recalls ever. Okay, I think the next step for me is to go for servo so I can land these Vikings at some point. That would be the perfect play. Okay. I really hope my guy has... Okay, I was going to say, I hope he has tanks. He does indeed have tanks. Those tanks are going to be good against the Stalkers and the Cyclones. Like, none of those units are good against tanks at all. I'm going to be able to... I don't even need to land these, by the way. The tanks are going to take care of this themselves. I'm not going to lie, guys. The lag spikes, they have been kind of feeling... Wait, did he just blink in the lag? I was about to say these lag spikes feel like they've been helping us because it seems like they keep engaging and then lagging. Right? So they can't actually micro them up, but that guy seemed to blink in the lag, which I didn't even know that could happen, but that is, okay, very interesting, the more you know. Now, what's funny about this is that these Vikings are actually the perfect composition for me to build, because Vikings are really good against mech and really good against Stalkers because of their bonus damage against mechanical. Now, he did find me over here, which I'm not quite sure how he did that, but I guess it's gonna help my teammate kill that base, so that is quite nice after all. I guess losing a couple of these Vikings is definitely worth killing an entire base for, so I shouldn't complain. Should definitely send the rest of my stuff back home, and I'm even going to make a planetary over here just in case they blink into the natural. Now, my teammate took care of that base very comfortably. They're going to scan this base and see that our economy is definitely better than they would have wanted to. Okay, thank you. Well, my teammate's on point, by the way, guys. Like, it's very easy to not be sieged in those positions. Like, you move your, he's busy attacking over here, but he was sieged there, and that definitely helped a lot. I think together with the Vikings coming in, we're going to be perfectly fine. I have no idea why that guy had freaking turrets over here, like he was expecting by freaking, mass Viking landing play. But he can't blink on top of this anymore because I have the Vikings over here. The Cyclones are going to die instantly. He does have a prism. I think I'm going to make a turret at the front just in case we're going to go up against DTs or something. Now, his base is entirely screwed at home because of this Viking counterattack. He is losing his tanks over here. And those tanks are... Well, not our only defense because we have the Vikings, but those tanks are extremely necessary, so he needs to not move those forward. I do have enough Vikings over here, though, like he can't actually engage into this. I'm actually going to land into there. He tried to recall the Stalkers in the tanks and Vikings, and now they're going to die to the Vikings over here. That's a slow warp, and he's going to lose all of those Stalkers before they even finish. That is brutal. The recalled Stalkers also die. We can move forward with these Vikings now. This composition ended up being... The Viking call was perfect by my teammate, guys. Absolutely perfect. GG is called. And there we go. All right, 2 absolutely awesome games. The Planetary Rush definitely worked very well both times. This game, maybe even better than in the last one. Like, I know in the last one it was very good, but here the contain was absolutely insane. My teammate has 110 supply, which is not that crazy in itself, but he has 4 bases. 4 saturated bases against this Terran, who pretty much just had a natural. I mean, his main base died, which obviously adds to the fact, but this was absolutely beautiful. And I know we just played 2 games, but those 2 games were so awesome that I think we're going to leave it at that today. 2 Two very awesome teammates. Definitely a big dub for the NA server. And that's going to be it for today. Hope you guys had a good time. If you did, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and see y'all for the next one. Adios.